Night Easter edition. My name's Chris. I'm the head of education over at the Freedom Club. For those of you who don't know what Freedom Club is a free community where you can come and learn step-by-step instructions for how to do dropshipping. This is a masterclass. This is teaching advanced dropshipping, ads, and if that's what you want to know, then feel free to come on and join in. I'll be answering some questions shortly. Just let me get my system collaborated over here. All right. Let's wait for everyone to jump in. Saffron. Early one tonight. Am I early? No, I just did. I'm getting better at stopping my previous stream. That's what's going on. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks. Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? I'm doing so much better this week. Well, Tuesday was rough, but I'm almost feeling like myself again. Almost feeling like myself. Sepida, nice to see you. All right, let's get to the stream. Oh, that was it. Damn it, I closed it. Just let me close some windows here because something here has been pretty resource heavy. Slowing my machine down. You think it's just Victoria's daylight savings? No, early. Well, you should be out of daylight savings. I used to live in Victoria before we moved to the Gold Coast. My wife's wanting to move back. We've been up here on the Gold Coast now for what? 3.5 years? It's been great. Weather is fantastic, but she's getting bored. She misses the life of Melbourne. All right, Sepida, review your ad account for the Aussie store. Radiant Eye Reviver. I must say there's a fair bit going on here, though. I know you wanted me to look at your store, but fair bit going on with the bundle and save. Not to say that it won't work. Oh, I think that's actually pretty good. Alright, let's check out your ads. Let's have a look inside your account. Ads. Oops, that's Google Ads. Hidden, nice to see you. Sorry I haven't answered your message yet, Hidden. I'm getting on top of all my messages. It's not just you. It's pretty much everybody who's waiting for an answer from me. I will get there. I promise you. I've seen your message. I will go and read it and I'll get back to you. But if you want to ask me in here while you got my attention, please do. Please do. I'm afraid to look at my Skype and my WhatsApp and my Freedom Club inboxes because there's a lot. It's a lot. True Aussie. Okay. True Aussie. Alright. Ooh, got a few purchases here. 28 purchases at $47 per purchase. Cost per link click $1.69. That's nice. CPM $53. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Creative testing. We got holiday season. Bored. I think that's supposed to be broad. Health and beauty. It's 7. Wow. And we got audience testing broad. I don't know what the difference between this and that is. I have a feeling you can probably consolidate a fair bit of this. Oh, nice, Hidden. Great that Jimmy helped you, and I'll be looking at your question as well. Okay, we've got ad 5 for the holiday season. Look, you've spent $97 on this, so you should pretty much know by now if this is going to be a good ad. Saffron, when you increase your ad spend, your cost per purchase will increase. And there's nothing we can do about it. But how do we scale? Oh, good question. Good question. Okay, let me answer that in a second. So CTR is 2, which is good. Cost per click is $2, not too bad. I mean, so that's your creative testing. You're continuing to spend $97 on this. Like, creative testing needs to be shorter. We don't want to continue testing all of this money on just one ad. If we're doing creative testing, it should be short, sweet tests to find your winning ads. Spending no more than, say, $20 or $30 per ad. And then once you've found your good ads, you need to be putting them all into one ad set. And one ad set, look, let me show you. Maybe if I show you, then this is going to be a bit easier. Sam, welcome to the stream. Okay, let's go look at Home Craftology. Let me show you what you're trying to achieve. What you're trying to achieve here is to create one ad set. ChatGPT has been really good. Awesome, Sam. Okay. The end goal. This is the end goal, guys. The end goal is to have one ad set that you can scale. Okay? One ad set that you can scale. So you look at this account, and I've already confused you, and I apologize. Because I've got 2 ads running here. I've got my Advantage Plus shopping campaign and my retargeting campaign. So really, at most times of my career, I've really only got 2 campaigns running most of the time. A retargeting campaign and an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. That's my usual go-to, okay? You can see here, this Advantage Plus shopping campaign, this was fairly new. I only launched this on the 19th of the 3rd. So it's only been running for a month. When I first started running it, as you can see, we had cost per purchase that were rising, but using my technique, we're getting down to $30 cost per purchases. This is the best price cost per purchase that I've been able to get on this particular product, which is diamond paintings, for a long time. So let me show you inside of here. This is your end goal. One ad set with as many ads as you can possibly have. Look at all these bad boys. Look at them all. There's like, I don't know how many, 38 ads, and I've turned off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I originally had 43 ads in this ad set, and I've ended up turning my 5 worst ones off. Funnily enough, the 5 ones that I turned off were my older style ones, funnily enough. The rest of these are absolutely murdering. Is murdering the right word? Printing money is probably a better word, because we're not murdering anything, all right? So this is 38 individual ads here. All different but same, okay? Different but same. So give you an example. Let's have a look at one that's doing really well. This is one of my video ads. I'm not going to play it for you. It's just a video ad. Hidden. So I am okay to turn off within Advantage Plus. I'm not going to leave. Look, actually, let me show you. Let me show you why I turn them off. I kept them all running. Now, you should be in a situation where you're only putting your winning ads up into your Advantage Plus. We'll get into the testing in a second. I'll show you the testing. We've showed you many times before, but I'll show it to you again after this. I was in a situation where I had to turn some ads off because I was lazy and I was rushing it, and I don't have patience. I don't follow my own advice. Take my advice and please don't do it the hard way like I do it. That's all I can say. If I put up my cost per purchase here, the reason why I turned some of these off is because, actually, let's look at amount spent. You can see here, these ones here, they were spending and spending and spending copious amounts of money, but they're coming in a little bit hot, coming in a little too bit expensive for me when I had other ads down here that were killing it at, you know, below the $40 mark. And if I go back a little bit further, oh, I can't because that's this one. So I decided to kill those ones off and just see what happens. Is there a risk that you could go back into learning? Yeah, there was a risk. But for me, the risk was worth the reward, because I was able to then take my purchase price from $40 down to now $29. And that to me is a difference between profitable ads and unprofitable ads. Now you can still have a profitable business if your ads are not profitable, but you have to have a big enough runway that you can build a big enough audience to start utilizing your email list to start making money. We don't all have that runway. So while I can run my ads at a bit of a loss for a little while on Home Craftology, I was at a point where I needed to stop doing that. So I turned off these ads that were at the $40 mark, and I let my other ads get a lot more of the spend. And then overall now, since I've done that, my spend has stayed the same, but my cost per purchase has come down, well, $36 in on average, and I can probably prune a fair few more ads. I think this week we're doing, yeah, $30. I got it down to $30 just by pruning my worst performing ads and letting some of my better performing ads get the spend. There's probably a few more that I can prune here, like this A6. It's only had one purchase at $95. It's probably the next on my list to get cold, but I move a bit slow. And I like to make sure I give Facebook enough time to spend enough money so that the decisions that I make are good decisions. Okay, so the end goal is to have a huge ad set full of ads. Yeah. Now Facebook tells us in the documentation, in order for you to have the best shopping campaign, you should have as many ads as you can, at least 15. Okay, preferably 30, and if you can, 50. So I'm working my way. I've got 38 in here. We got to find 12 more. How do we find 12 more? Well, I look at the ads that are working. Okay, this one here, $20 per purchase. We've had 10 purchases. We've got, oh, look at this one. I know it's more per purchase, but look at that ROAS. Look at this one. Let's look at this one though. So this is getting me a 4.6 ROAS. The cost per purchase is $5 per purchase higher, but the ROAS is way more. So this is one where I'm showing off an individual kit that I'm selling and naming the niche. Cool. So that's kind of working. All right. So what I will do is I'll send this to my image guy and I'll say, go to my store, go find some other bird related images and make me 3 or 4 more of these. That's his job. Just go make me more of these. And for each one of these that's doing well, I'll go and say to my image guy, go and make, look, here's another example. This one, 4.4 ROAS at $20 per purchase. Jesus, that's awesome. What is this one? For craft lovers. And we're pointing out some of our best benefits of our smaller kits. So I'll say to him, okay, go choose some more smaller kits. And instead of for craft lovers, let's say for craft, I don't know, we'll come up with something. But we're going to I don't know, come up with some cool name for this group of people who like my products. Hitting, you're asking, how much do I let them spend before I decide to turn them off? Oh, that's a tough question. If you look at how much they've spent, they'd spent a lot of money before I turned them off. They had spent a lot. But I have a lot more runway than you guys have. I have a lot more emails in my system. Like this guy here, I guess I was a bit stubborn. I'd spent $1,000 in this. Look, it made profit. It made profit. It was 2 times profitable, which means I maybe made, sadly, $200 or $300 profit out of this. But I spent $1,100 to get $2,300 in return. I'd prefer to get a 3 times ROAS. That'd be much better for me. And I was a bit slow at turning this one off because it's got me in it. And it was tricky. It was tricky to decide to turn it off. You can see here, there's when I eventually load up, here's me talking about my product. This was one of my winning ads from a long time ago. For years, this was a winner. My click-through was great. My cost per click was good too, at under $1. So it was a tough call to turn this one off. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't bringing home the bacon at $50 per purchase. So I thought, you know what? We'll turn it off. And we'll just see how things go overall. I can't give you a formula to know when to turn things off. All I can say is document where you are. So document the whole thing. Like look at today's spend and look at today's ROAS. Okay, turn off your ad. Come back another day and see if it's improved with that ad off or if it's gotten worse with that ad off. That's the only solution. Is just knowing exactly what you're doing. All right, now to get new ads, this is where I want to help you. Who are we dealing with? Who was ReviveOx? Was that Sepida? Was that you? Sepida, ReviveOx. Okay. What you're missing, Sepida, is the methodology here. Okay, what you're missing is what to do. So I have one broad testing campaign. I know I have a lot of other stuff in there, but I have one broad testing campaign. And inside this broad testing campaign, you see my results when I was testing. My results aren't great. We're not testing exactly for purchases. Purchases will come over a longer period of time than I'm willing to test for. What we're testing for, and look, one of these really worked. What was this? K1. Oh, look at that. $11 cost per purchase. ROAS of 6. What the hell was this? Okay, this was one of my winning ads. This was one of my winning images. That's one I definitely went back to my image guy and said, hey, make me more of this one. We're testing each and every individual ad, and we're looking mostly, like yes, purchases are brilliant, but we're looking at CTRs. We're looking at cost per clicks, and we're looking at CPMs. We want a lower CPM, we want a lower cost per click, and we want a higher link click-through rate. And we want to choose the ones, preferably the ones that are getting sales. If you get sales, great. If you don't get sales, you can still choose the ones that have a higher click-through. So this one here, N1, that gave me 3.28 click-through rate and $1.83 cost per click. I would probably still consider this to be a winner. You know, it's one of my higher click-throughs. Do I lean towards video ads more than image? No, actually, these days I lean towards image ads because for one, they're far easier to make, and two, they do really well. 90% of my ads are image ads. And that's how we do it. So J1 here, obviously J1 is a winner. Now I know $38 per sale. ROAS wasn't great, but my click-through was amazing. My cost per click was fantastic. My CPM was right on par. So this one could be a winner. It could be. It's got a higher likelihood that this would make it to be a winner. So it goes into, once I'm comfortable that this is a winner, I simply duplicate that into, I'll get rid of maximum because we don't want to see all of my mess. Once I'm happy that it's a winner, it gets duplicated into my Advantage Plus shopping campaign. I just dump it straight in here. But I only dump things into my Advantage Plus shopping campaign probably once a month for me personally, because this is making money. If I change this, if I just change this in any way, if I dump new ads in here, this goes from active to learning, and then I have to wait until I get 50 more conversions for it to come out of learning. So when you have your Advantage Plus shopping campaign, you make sure if you're going to change your budget, you only change it by no more than 20% per 24 hours. You don't add new images in here, and you don't touch it. You can turn ads off, but any change you make, sometimes even turning ads off, puts you at risk of going back into learning. So how then? How do we do this? How do we add ads to our Advantage Plus shopping campaign without making it go back into learning? We duplicate it. So this, you might notice, has a date. New Advantage Plus shopping, 40% off, 19th of the 3rd, last month. If I was going to start putting new ads in, I would duplicate this, duplicate the original settings. I would change the date. I won't do it now. I would change the date to today. I would dump all my new ads in there, and I'd probably start it at maybe $100 to $150 per day. And I'd let that run for a little while, and I'd make sure that my new campaign with all my new ads was running at least as good as my previous one. Because sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you make a new shopping campaign and it's worse. Doesn't do as good. So you know what? You delete it and you stick with the one that you had, and you go back and you make a whole bunch of new ads and you try again. As long as you keep the one that's working, you're going to keep making money. I think that's the strategy that you're missing there. Does that help, Sepida? I hope that helps. Zach and Shani. Shop Mama Go. 8 sales. Fantastic. Please review your ad account. Okay. Mama Go. Give me a second. I still don't have your store, guys. I can't look in your ad account. It's not there. I don't know if I got an invite as well. So, let me respond to you. I'll just double check. We'll search for Go. No, I don't have it. I don't have the store in my list. Please invite me here to this email address. Yes, Sepida, we already looked in yours. Oh, no, we didn't. Yeah, Revive Box. I did look. We already looked in your Sepida. That whole thing that I was showing you, the strategy, that was to help you, Sepida. I hope that helped. Do you have any other specific questions that maybe I didn't answer? Chris Evers 3030@gmail.com. Alright, Zach and Shani, if you could invite me, I would be delighted to help you out. Okay, Josh, should you put campaigns for 2 products in the same ad account? Yeah, that's fine. It's been sent. You may need to delete the invitation and resend it. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes it gets lost and Facebook thinks it sent it, but it hasn't. Okay, Josh, yeah, you can have 2 products in the same ad account. That's cool. Just not in the same campaign. That's perfectly fine. Can I look at your metrics? You find scaling really hard. You tried to scale the product again. Looks, not every product can be scaled. It is hard. It is very, very hard. CPM is very low, cost per, which is good. So your CPMs are fantastic. Your click-through rates are pretty good for the first one. Cost per clicks, they're okay. ROAS is okay. You're probably not going to get better results than this. Honestly, those results are pretty good. $23, $29, fantastic. If you're not making profit, we need to look at different. Actually, this is the other question that was asked. And $48 because you just can't get those cheaper conversions. And this is your second product. Oh, close. All right, what do you do, guys? Let's ask the team here. Alan's asking, when do you know it's time to scale? When you've had a few sales and your sales are somewhere between $20 and $50, $60 per sale and you're making profit, then it's time to scale. When you start to add more budget to your Facebook campaign, it's very difficult to get that cost per purchase to come down. You could do what I do and really focus on testing those creatives, and you can manage to bring that down. Like as you saw, I brought my cost per purchase down from $50 down to that $29, $30 mark. Terrific. That's amazing. Now I can probably add more budget to my ads. Now, as I add more budget to my ads, which I'll probably start doing from tonight, probably. As I start to scale this campaign up, right? My cost per purchase is going to go up. Right now it's sitting at $25 today. When I add 20%, I can probably expect this to go up 20%. It's just the way it works. It's just It's just how advertising works, and there's no way around it. So how do you scale if the cost per purchase is going to go up? Well, that's when we start to look at other strategies. If your cost per purchase goes up, but you increase your basket size, well, there's no problem because you're going to increase your profitability. How do you increase your basket size? Well, you test out different bundles. You test out different after-sell upsells. If I go into Homecraftology, for example, so one of the ways that I've managed, some of the ways, I'll show you a couple of ways that I've managed to get my order sizes bigger. I use an app called Discount Ninja. Now, Discount Ninja is no easy app. This isn't something you should install if you're kind of new. This app is not cheap. It's like $100 a month. Or maybe you can get to $50 a month if you don't have that many sales coming through. This is a promotions app. So this allows me to create promotions to offer people different offers over email. And you can see here we did the April clearance sale that just ends 3 days ago. Here's my 40% off sale that most people are taking on. I do buy one, get one frees. But how I managed to get my... Here it is here, free accessory. This is one of the strategies that I've used to get my basket size up. So this is an offer where you will see this on the website. Once you've added to cart, it will encourage you to add $100 worth of items to your cart. And once you've done that, it'll give you an offer to get a free gift. So you can see this is a free gift offer. I've got a collection here called free gift, and you can select anything that's in the free gift collection and it will be free. So anything in the free gift collection is, for me, I priced it at 4 times margin. I'll see if I can show you some of these things I got in there. They're mostly accessories that I know people are going to want. They're accessories that I'm able to charge a higher price for and have it seem worth that. I'll see if I can show you what I mean. So we're looking in the free gift collection. There's a bit of a selection here. You could, for example, a very large tray to hold your diamonds for while you're diamond painting. Now, this is a piece of plastic. Sells on the website for $15.99. I think it cost me like, well, let's have a look. What's the cost here? Just give me a second. Cost per item, $4. So my offer to you is to spend $100 and I'll give you an item worth $16 for free. And really the cost to me is 4% discount because it's only a $4 item. And this kind of thing, having all of these high priced accessories. Let's go back, hold on. Collections. So these are all priced around the same thing. Some of these are like this butter paper here. It's a best-selling item. Cost me $6. We sell it for $24. So if you feel like you're getting this for free, it feels like a really, really good offer. All right, Mama Go-Go, I see that now and I'm accepting the invite. So Discount Ninja lets me do this. So once you go to the cart page, you get a little notification pop up. I'll show you what that looks like. And also it'll probably say, hey, you know, you're $50 away from getting... Oh, that's weird. Mama Go-Go, it says the invitation has expired. Oh, wait a minute, wrong one. I got it. And I'm in. All right, cool. So you can see here, there's a little pop-up on the screen, a free gift today. Spend $100 and choose from a collection of free gifts. That has helped boost my basket size up. So that's one app you could look at. It's not cheap. It's more for people who want to scale, and it's not easy to implement. It is a very advanced app. It's not covered in the course, so this is a free bit of a golden nugget for you. The next thing is one-click upsell. Now this will require you to install the app and actually pick up the phone. You go into your PayPal account and you go into help. and you go and you try and find the PayPal help desk number, and you call up PayPal and you say to them, hey, I want to install reference transactions. And this is what you say to them, reference transactions. I'll put this in the chat here. Reference transactions. It's not 100% required to do this to make one-click upsell work. But if you don't do it, then this app doesn't work for people who have paid through PayPal. If you do it and you turn reference transactions on, I did save it. What are you talking about? If you do it, then people who order from PayPal, once they've made the order, they're going to come through and they're going to see this funnel. This funnel's going to offer them products. You can see here, this little product page widget has made me an extra $2,500 in the past 30 days. That's like nearly 4,000 Australian just from a product page upsell. Let's see if I can show you what that one looks like. So we'll come down to my product here. And they should load in, unless I've already taken the offer up. Here we go. Load these in. So just this one little widget down here is an extra 4,000 Australian dollars. Now that's the first bit of the funnel. So that's just an additional thing that they could purchase on their purchase. Once they've gone through and they've completed the purchase, well, then we have this funnel here. Oh man, that pen is doing really well. See how this is all bringing me extra revenue? This one has made me $150 revenue, 7% conversion rate. So after they complete their purchase, they put their credit card details in, they've pressed submit, their order is paid for. All they're paid through PayPal, their order is complete, the order is in. And then we show them this funnel, and I'll show you what this looks like. This pops up. Hey, do you want this? Do you want to add this to your order? This is the new electronic diamond painting pen. It was $50. You can get it for 25% off today. And once you click this button one time, it gets added to your order, and I charge your credit card or I charge your PayPal. Now, if you haven't added reference transactions to your PayPal account, well, no one's going to see this if they paid through PayPal. So you're missing a whole bunch of people who could have seen this offer. If you have added reference transactions, then anybody who has paid through PayPal will see all of these. So it's well worth your while to go and get that done. It can take a week or so for PayPal to approve reference transactions. They're going to ask you a whole bunch of questions like, why do you want to do this? Why do you need this? And it might be difficult for you to answer that. The answer to why you're doing this is, hey, I'm trying to do an upsell on my website that they complete after the purchase. They will click one button to complete the purchase, and it's a one-time only offer. Once you tell that to PayPal, they go, okay, no problem, we'll approve that. So I have this approved on 3 of my websites right now. You can see here, this is a thank you page offer. So once they've completed the whole funnel and decided, yes, I want that, no, I don't want that, yes, I want that one, then they have one final offer on the thank you page where I show them one final thing that they can add. You can see here it made $415 just from this one product here. Do you guys have any idea how much more profitable this is making my sales? I mean, this is how I stay in business. This is how I can afford to put more money in my budget and outspend my competition, because I make more money per sale than they do. That's who wins the auctions on Facebook. It's the people who have the highest budget. That makes sense to you guys? So, we talked about using Discount Ninja to encourage people to increase their basket sizes. We talked about adding one-click upsell to make more money after the purchase. That's just the tip of the iceberg, guys, because when you look at how I actually make money and how I actually scale, you're going to have to bookmark this session, Alan. Yeah. Well, these are the sessions full of golden nuggets. One second. I'll just pull up my other account. Okay, we're going to switch stores to Home Craftology on my OmniSend. Automation, automation, automation. I have new customer thank you, which has made me $5,000 in sales in however long this goes for. And repeat customer thank you, that's made me another $2,000. So these are automations that I send out to people who have just purchased from me. I send them an email. Look, I made $2,200 just from my first thank you email. And after that, every single email I'm sending, I'm showing them different products that they could buy, and I'm making money. That's just in the first thank you campaign. If they choose to purchase from me again, they go into the repeat customer thank you campaign, and it starts again. I show them other products, and I give them bigger discounts. $500, $100, $400, $500. These are all US dollars, by the way. So that's happening in the background without me doing a single thing. This is how we make passive income. And on top of all of this, if I don't make enough money by this point, then I've got my weekly emails. Look how much money I made with my last stock takes clearance sale 3 days ago. $2,000 US. Now I know I have a lot more emails than you guys. I know I have 54,000 people in my email list, but I started like you guys did. I started with nothing. Chaperon, do I have it set that these emails are sent instead of the generic Shopify ones? Hell no. That's a good point. Let's take a look at my generic Shopify ones. You guys are still stuck sending out the generic ones. Big mistake. No, but no Chaperon. These are in addition to those. Let's look at my order confirmation. So to get this, I've gone settings, notifications, order confirmation. Look at my order confirmation. What do you see? What am I doing that you're not doing? You see this here? Now it's a bit trickier to do this. It's a bit trickier. To edit this one, it looks scary. You got to go in here and you got to edit a little bit of code. If this is too much for you, if you're not a coder, if this scares the crap out of you, that's cool. Go and find somebody on Upwork who knows how to edit Shopify notifications. Tell them what you want, and they can edit this for you for a very cheap price. Because this is HTML, we got to edit here. Now, a lot of people, it's probably easy. For some people, it's a lot more tricky. But it's not a hard skill to do. So you'll find a number of people on Shopify who can do that for you. So you can see here, nothing ChatGPT can't help with. That's exactly right, Emily. At this point in time, on this timeline, basically there is no excuse. So that's I've customized all of my notifications going out to the customers to give them discounts. Now, that might seem like a lot. 50% off might seem like a lot to you. But you've got to remember, my prices are at 4 times margin. So if a diamond painting kit that I'm selling, it cost me $5, I'm selling it for $20. And then I'm giving people discounts on that. So 50% off isn't that much of a discount for me. I'm still making double my money. I've already made a sale from you. I just want to make another sale or two from you, just to increase how much money I'm making, so that when my cost per purchase is $30, that $30, that stretches out to 1, 2, 3, 4 purchases, maybe even 5. Hell, I've had people come back and order from me. No joke. I've seen someone order from me 42 times. I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can. I don't want to show all my customers because that's probably not cool. Let me see if I can find a customer who's ordered from me a lot of times. Just give me 1 sec. Let's count this by orders. Hi, still. Oh my god! Good lordio! Well, you can't see email addresses here. 93 orders from. Whoop, go back. I don't want to see any customer details. Hold on. Order by total orders. 93 orders from Dorothy. Jesus Christ. I had no idea it was that much. Wow. Good lord. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we scale. All right, give me a sec. Let me get onto this Mama Go-Go. Verify my business email. That's right, guys. Crafts. I don't know why. Only one student has come to me and said they want to sell crafts, and they didn't even make their website. Guys, crafts are a great niche. They solve a problem. Like, this is freedom formula. If you think about it, you might think crafts. What problem do they solve? Guys, this solves boredom. This solves anxiety. This solves people who don't know what they want to do. People who think they don't have a hobby. This solves mindfulness. There are so many crafts out there, guys. We've got macrame. We've got knitting. We've got... Man, do you know how much knitters spend on their craft? We've got cross-stitching. We've got scratch craft. We've got paint by numbers. I used to own Paint Craftology, which was the paint by numbers version of this. It was just as popular as Home Craftology. I ended up bringing them all inside here, but I wish I didn't. I wish I just kept Paint Craftology up and running. You could start a craft store. Anyway, I digress. I don't want too many people jumping up and jumping on board and, you know, selling crafts and becoming my competitors. But anyway, I digress. Let me go and find Mama Go-Go. All right, Mama Go-Go. Here we go, Mama Go-Go. As you can imagine, cardigan is cool. Well, my next store is going to be press-on nails, because press-on nails are kind of cool. They're kind of like Home Craftology in the fact that you buy one and you're going to want to buy a whole bunch of other designs. So it kind of it's very similar to what I'm used to selling. Alan, you were thinking about doing a knitting store? You know what? Our supplier is a craft supplier. You want crafts? We got them. That's probably what we do best. Okay, Mama Go-Go. We've got our top of funnel campaign here. Cool. One purchase at 22 bucks. All right. Hold on. Didn't you say you had more than that? Let's go back. Let's go back. You had 24 add to carts, 13 reach checkout, and 8 sales. So you've had way more sales than you're seeing in Facebook ads. Is that what I'm seeing? Oh no, we're spending. Oh, okay, we're spending a lot of money. We're spending a ton of money for $100 purchases. Well, none of these are working because we're spending $100 per purchase. This one's here, we've spent... This is scary. This to me looks like we're throwing money away. But audience testing toddler, child, infant, I mean, this looks much better. So it looks like in this situation for your product, it looks like we're going to have to stick to testing. Sorry, not testing. Sorry, that's bad. I lost my train of thought. It looks like we're going to have to stick to trying to target toddler, child, and infant for the meantime, because it looks like that's what's working the best. I don't think you should be doing any more audience testing. Unknown. I'm getting many RTO. How to fix it? What do you mean by RTO? What do you mean by RTO? So, let's stick to toddler, child, infant. And now it's time to go into the actual testing phase. You know, the image, the ad testing phase. We need to go and do creative testing. That's the next part for you. So take your budgets off these guys, and let's go start making some images. Let's go crazy. You guys, if you want to see, if you went in my last stream on Tuesday, I showed you guys how I use ChatGPT to make some absolutely killer images. I'll just give you guys a really brief overview because I think it's going to help you. All right. So ChatGPT, we can make killer ads. So I've got in here my instructions. make me an image, and I tell it exactly what I want it to do. Happy to share this prompt with you guys. I pop in images from my reviews or my images from my competitors, making sure that there's absolutely no tags and no logos. Okay, that's really important. And this is kind of what it can do. Now I have my actual image ads that I can run. And yes, these are amazing. So that one didn't quite look like my product. And I was like, hey, ChatGPT, try it again. Here's my actual product. It almost got it. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries to get the right look. That's not quite it either. But that's cool. I've got other ones here that have worked out really well. So we can run these as ads. And once we have a few, like this one's perfect. This one's perfect too. You just get it really close to your product, and you can fool around with your headlines and go nuts, and really try and make as many ads as you possibly can with as many different angles, as many different looking visual wise, and just go crazy. Just go crazy. That's your next step on this one. Okay. Jessica, come back to your Advantage. Come back on Thursday. I told you to come back on Thursday when Advantage Plus campaign had run longer. Here you are. Can I look at your better rest? Okay, let's do this. Let's take a look. And thank you, Jessica. I was also exhausted on Tuesday. Better. Oh, I don't have better rest. What the hell? No, I don't have a better rest in my list. So you're going to need to invite me. What I'll do, here's the instructions to invite me to your actual ad account, and then I can go and take a look. Is there any app or website that can find trending products for us for free? Not for, oh, you know what? Of course there is. Of course there is. It's called the Facebook Ad Library. It's free. And you can literally look up any type of product. Jimmy, you can look at it and screenshot you in the data. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jimmy. You can literally just go in here. Let's pick a product. What do we want to sell? Dog toy. I mean, it's not easy. There's a lot of websites that make this easier, but this is free. It's free to everybody. We're looking for a brand that sells something. Okay, it might take you some time to find what you're looking for, because we not only need to find the product, but we need to go and then look at the brand itself. Okay, so we got a dog chew toy here. Let's go look at this brand. View their ads. We can see these guys have only had ads running for a couple of days. They're just getting started in their journey. But you spend a few hours doing this, you will find some products, and you're looking for brands that have been running products for at least a month, at least. That's the best way to do it. I hope that helps. Okay. So we're gonna wait for better rest. Jimmy's just popping the Ooh, good job. Okay, your reviews and testimonials. Oh no, that could have just been me. It looked like it was running in slow, loading in slow, not running. Yeah, good job on your website. Looks great. And Jimmy's got the goods here. Let's go take a look. Danielle, nice to see you. It's been ages. All right. So what do I see here? We've got some videos, 2 images, 3 images, and 3 or 4 videos. Your CPMs are coming in a bit expensive. What's £35 in AUD? 35 Doctor Who monies in AUD. $72. So it looks like your CPMs are a little bit high. Your click-through rates are a little bit very, very, very good. But because like lucky your CTRs are very good, because with this price CPM, it's going to mean your cost per clicks are going to come through quite expensive. But you got this one C7 ad here, 13 link clicks for one purchase, pretty good. Look, it's too early for me to tell. And there's a good chance that your CPM is going to come down over time. And we don't really have a lot of data. You've only spent $63 here, or 63 pounds, so what, 120 bucks? Oh, for one purchase, that's not ideal. But 3 checkout initiates, that's pretty good. Oh, this is hard to say. Hard to say. Two add to carts. So what have we had in how many clicks in total? I need to see the number of clicks that you've had. The ads are really good. It could just mean you need more time. It could mean maybe the market isn't that hot for this product. You've been working on the landing page. I would let this run for a couple of $100 more. So I let this run for 100 more pounds and see where we're at. It's not quite enough money for me to say yes or no. We're in that middle ground here. It does look promising because your click-throughs look promising. I do think we need more ads, and it could just mean we need more time. It could just need more time. This could be something people are thinking, hey, this is cool, and then maybe they need to see it 2 or 3 times before they make that call. Safe payments on our website, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know if these are where you should really have them in the add to cart. We usually put those in the cart under the checkout now. So I would consider getting rid of those. It is quite expensive. Are we sure we want to be selling this at 37 pounds? How much are we buying these for? I wouldn't imagine that this would be more than, say, $15, right? So I'd probably be looking at seeing if I could reduce that price a little bit. Personally. But you're getting there. You're getting there. You're doing really well. And I think that come back, listen to what Jimmy's saying. Listen to what I've said. I don't love this reviews and testimonials here. I don't think that's the right place to put it. Reviews should pretty much always be down here. Now I know on my store I've got some cheeky little widgets here and there, but this is breaking the flow. What should happen under here is one of these things. And I don't know if this is the right kind of image to be promoting natural solution to insomnia and anxiety. This is more like the good image. So like actually holding it like this, hold it while you're sleeping to show that this is something that we put in the palm of our hands to calm. For this one, she's looking like she's clicking it and, you know, having a good jolly old time. So it's not quite the best image for it. This one isn't quite the best image here either. We're not seeing much of a person. It doesn't look that attractive. I know it's very realistic looking, but we probably need to look at making a more attractive image there. If we could check the competitor's website and have a look at what they're doing and making sure that we're kind of aligned, I think you would have a better chance of doing really well. All right, moving along. Blake. We started running ads on the 16th. Trying the way that I teach with multiple ad creatives and would like my opinion on your ads. I have access to your brand Traillux. All right. Let's see if I can find you. Traillux. Omni Lights. We have spent 74 buckaroos. Okay. No purchases yet. Broad testing, C1 to C5. Okay. $15 each. Let's take a quick look at your clicks. Decent CPMs. They're not too bad. Not too bad. We got cost per click. Oh, $14. That's not doing well at all. So this is C3. Probably not a winning ad right there. CTR is way too low, and the cost per click is way too high. Yeah, that ain't doing it. So whatever it is about this ad, it ain't working. Now the rest of these, we've got 2% click through. Not bad, not bad. $2 per cost per click. We need to get that down. And $3, $2. I mean, let's have a look at C2. Pretty cool. That's a pretty good ad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Very clever. All right. You need to test more. That's what this comes down to. You need to test way more with way more angles and see what works. We're coming into winter though. That's the only thing. I do worry if this product is seasonal. But then again, it's Australia, and you know, we camp in winter, I guess. Could this
tangled lights and bulky gear? Meet the Trailux Omni light. Got it. Whether you nice clutter or living the van life, the Omni light has you covered.
I'm wondering if you could sell this as a fishing tool, so you can like put it around you, so you have a bit of light while you're fishing. Yeah, we need, dude, just a lot more angles, a lot more testing, a lot more images. Go crazy. Go and ask ChatGPT how to sell this thing. Go and find a whole bunch of different things that you never thought of before, like camping, great, cool, van life, fantastic. Where else would you use this? Like I said, will fishermen use this? Will I don't know. You got to find the people. You got to go and find all the people who might want to use this. Is it an emergency thing? Is it a decorative thing? Is this for people for glamping? Is this for lighting up a patio? Is this for lighting up your play space in the backyard? Go and find all the different angles that you can find and make ads for them. And as you've seen with, if you go to Homecraftology's library, the way to make this work is to get all the angles. Whoops. How do I spell my brand? Homecraftology. You see here, we have ads for all the angles. Me time, price angle, craft time angle, you deserve it angle, for craft lovers angle. We've got a unique gift angle. We've got bird angles. We've got customer support angles. We've got trust angles here. We've got gorgeous art angles. So we've got every single angle that I could think of, plus more, and plus we're coming up with more angles all the time. This is how we do it. This is what's working, guys. Angles, product, benefits, solution. Go crazy. If you can only think of 3 to start, cool. Use ChatGPT to ask who would buy this. What is their ideal solution? There's not a course, but there's a video I did, I think one Thursday, where I broke down how I use ChatGPT to build myself out a spreadsheet of angles and hooks, and I use them to send to my image guys to go make images. But that's what you need to do. That's your next step. You can go watch that in the history on my YouTube channel, or you can watch that in the history of the Freedom Club. Hidden. Let's say you have 15 ads running Advantage Plus, but only 4 of them are making sales. Should you turn the other ones off? Low CTRs? Yes, you should turn them off. Yeah, you should turn off any ads that aren't working, and you should be trying to find ways to replace them with ads that are working. Would it be better just to duplicate version 1 and version 2 with the winners and then add fresh ads? Yep, it's up to you. Both ways will work. It is up to you which one's easier for you to get your head around and to do the same every single time. When launching in a new country, do you take your winners and test again in that region? Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty lazy. I just tend to add the region into my ads, but depending on how I've done my ads, if I've done, number 1 in Australia, I can't obviously do that. But yeah, that's generally, I just add the countries to my ad sets. Should you create a new ad account for that country? Hell no. Hell no. You can do multiple countries in one ad account. Danielle, is it worth paying for ChatGPT? Look, Danielle, if you want to be able to show ChatGPT your product and have it make you images like this, yeah, it's worth buying. Look, here's the other thing that I did the other day. What did I do? I was saying to Facebook, hey, I got a problem. I got a problem, ChatGPT. This 10K views, yeah, still my dropshipping supplier. So like I mentioned before, guys, for those of you who have been on my Lush Living store and copied from me, I feel bad for you because Lush Living ain't performing particularly well. It's not my best work. I'm trying to get it up and running, but what I'm finding difficult with Lush Living, and I'll be completely honest, my CPMs are too high. And I have a feeling I've completely screwed up my account. But I'm not 100% sure. So I said to ChatGPT, using the deep research mode, which is something brand new. I've only got 9 of these available, so I've used a couple of them. I said to ChatGPT, hey, here's my store, here's my product, my audience is this, my CPM is this, here's my situation, and here's my headline. Why are my CPM so high? And it went off. If I looked and showed you what it did, my God, this was incredible. Is there a way to see it? I don't know, but it went off to dozens of other websites. It went off to forum posts, Reddit posts, Facebook groups, Facebook documentation. It did a full review of my ad and told me all the possible reasons why my CPM might be high. This would have taken me hours to research, and it gave me a full comprehensive review. You could put in your copy and your headlines and even show ChatGPT some examples of your ads and say, hey, how can I improve these? What are some ways I can sell this in a different... Just today, I was building a landing page for a customer, and my brain was like, I don't know what to do. I got writer's block. So I said to ChatGPT, in the research mode, I said, this is my client. This is the offer that he has. This is what's inside the offer that we're going to include. I want to make headlines to have fear and shock. I need you to help me plan a landing page. It went off. It thought for about 5 minutes, and it came back, and it's like, hey, this is how we're going to do it. This is your compelling headlines. This is the middle section. Here's your heroes section. Here's your this. Here's your that. Now, this helped me more than I can possibly say. It was amazing. Yeah, so yeah, ChatGPT on paid mode, incredible. Go for it. Okay. Bonnie. Just launched your ads, accessory club, getting a few more ads to add to cart purchases. Cool. Oh, not cool, because we got $131 per action, but some of these are kind of working. Maybe C1 needs to be turned off though. Oh, wait a minute. So we spent $172, 5 add to carts, 4 checkouts. You could have had a second checkout there. You could have had a second purchase. You could have easily had 2 or 3 purchases. That could have come down to say 60, 70 bucks. Whoa. Oh, it's tough. Looking at your ads here, they all look very similar, black and gray. We probably need to work on your angles and your reasons. Pumping up a tire, if this is the tire pumping thing, pumping up a tire can't be the only reason. We got to come up with like things that it does, yeah, you know, the benefits and features, but also the problem that we're solving. It's the problem that we're solving is not benefits and features. Benefits and features are what this thing can do. Problems is when we're going to use this. And you might need to go and experiment on as many different problems as you can think of. Remember my diamond painting kits, for example. Boredom is one problem. Anxiety is one problem. Mindfulness and retreat and sanctuary is another problem. People looking for that. People who don't have a hobby, this is a solution to that problem. So there's many different angles. Oh, giving a gift, it's another problem. So there's many different problems that I've found a solution for. But the benefits of my diamond painting kits are not just those. It's a little bit different. It's a bit more skewed. So we probably need for your product to go out and find those solutions. Some of these are looking promising. Your CTR is quite good. Your CPM is very good. Your cost per click is very good. The other thing that we could be looking at here, considering that your cost per click is actually quite good and your click-through rate is actually quite good, we could be looking at a problem with your website. Oh. Yeah, there is a problem with your website. Your website doesn't work. There's something wrong with your domain name. HTTPS. Yep, you need to go onto Shopify and talk to them because your domain's not working properly. Oh, it's the accessory club. Come on, guys. Was that me or was that them? Come on, guys, give me the right address. Renee, I'll probably have to do that in the next stream, if that's okay. Because we've run out of time this stream. And I've run out of steam. Okay. Oh, this is a jump starter. Cool. Alright. It's $189. That's going to be a little bit tricky because it's a bit on the high end point. Powerful jump starter and tire inflator. Ah. So, that's what it can do. Don't wait for roadside assistance. Oh, your website's very good. We need to figure out why we're not getting enough add to carts. Can it do more than just start the battery? Is it a portable battery as well? I mean, it essentially is. It does look nice, but it's not working. That's really what it comes down to. It's nearly there. And you've ticked all the boxes. You've done all the things you should do. So it's not your fault. But we're not quite hitting the mark. I think Jimmy's right. More problem solution focus might help. Us versus the other comparison to typical roadside assistance, low in weights, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Do we want to be selling this to more like off-road people who aren't going to see people for a long time? Caravan travelers, yeah, maybe. I think ChatGPT is your answer here. I think the best thing to do is going to be, hey, ChatGPT, list all the people who would be interested in buying this product and tell me what are the dream outcomes for all of those people. It does inflate tires too, Renee, yeah. Because we're missing something here, and once you find what we're missing, if you can tick that off, you'll take that conversion rate and double it. But we just got to find the right people and speak the right language and have the right problem and solution here. I think the product is good. The landing page, it's good enough. It's basic, but it's clean. I think it's going to come down to these. And some testimonials and some use cases. We got some reviews here. It's a lot smaller than your air compressor. I don't know if what is a jump starter is the right FAQ. I don't think people are like needing to know that if they're on here. I would also go and find your biggest competitors. And there's going to be a few of them. Go and find all of them. Go and list them. And come back to me on Tuesday with all the competitors that you've found who have active ads on Facebook. And tell me what the difference was and what you've learned from looking at their websites and you've implemented on your website. Yeah, Jimmy, I think 100%. We're just missing the right angle here. And that's all it is. We just got to find who's going to buy this and what exact problem they're trying to solve. And you'll have yourself a winning product. You're close. You're very close. Your ads, are they? Your ads are close. Your click-through rate's there. So it's not a problem with your ads. When you start to see this, when we see, oh, this is in pounds, isn't it? But when we see these sort of click-through rates, that's an indication that people are watching these and they're going, yeah, I need that. So one thing you can do as well is look at your best ad here. So C5 and C7, your best click-through ads. I can't see them because it's too small, but what do we have going on in there? What do you have mentioned in those ads that isn't mentioned in the landing page? And is this the best price we can do? How do we make it seem like it's worth more? Is there a free, like one of the angles that you can do, right, is, this is something that I do a lot. We have the jump starter and the jump starter is $189. But we're going to include an air hose, a portable shell, a USB cable, a nozzle set, and the jump starter clamps. All free. So we're taking something, we're making it seem like this is, you know, this is the price of it. But hey, you get all this other stuff for free. This week only. And all of a sudden, this deal starts to look a lot better. $75 off eBay. So you're making $114 per sale. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I would definitely do that. I would definitely include everything that's in here and break it down and give everything a price. So we do what we call a value stack, where we're valuing everything, even though it's free. We're gonna put a price on everything. And so the value that people feel like they're getting for $189 is going to be a lot greater than what they are actually getting. And that's going to set you on the right path and getting those use cases and the problem, and you'll be off. Yeah, people love simple. All right, guys, that's it for the night. I'm going to pack it in. Had enough of you lot. But I'll be back on... When I'll be back? What day is it? Whoops. I'm back, everybody. I'll be back on Sunday for some more product reviews. Until then, keep it tight. Go get some work done. Go get those conversions. Go get those sales. And don't give up. You're welcome, everybody. I'll see you again. And until then, see ya. We'll just wait for Emily and Lucas to finish typing. And Sepida. And two others who are typing. Come on, guys. Get them in. Get those messages in. Oh, yeah. Easter. It's Easter break. Well, I'm actually going to be here on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter. Well, I don't actually know. Usually, Austin tells me to take the public holidays off. So I may or may not be back on Easter Sunday. But if I'm not, then you know what I'll be doing. All right, guys. Catch you later.